Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be for August, for the month of August. It is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't happen to resonate, definitely check out those other placements. It is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone who watches. So we're going to get into your current energy, the near future. Then we're going to see what you don't see coming, and then what Spirit wants you to focus on for this month. Now, I wanted to say a couple thank yous to all of my subscribers. Thank you for all of your support, your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. And to those of you that are new, I hope you'll stay. I do personal readings. If you'd like one of those, the information is in the description box below. So after we get into the original spread and clarify that, we're going to clear that spread, get into your person's energy, your energy, the possible outcome, as well as the romance angels and the oracle cards. All right, so let's get into your main energy. What's going on for Scorpio for August? So the first card out is the Three of Swords in reverse with the Two of Cups and the Page of Cups in reverse. Then in the near future, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse, the Four of Cups in reverse, and the Hierophant in reverse. What you don't see coming is the Eight of Wands, the Sun in reverse, and the Queen of Swords in reverse. What Spirit wants you to focus on is the Strength in reverse, the Eight of Swords in reverse, and the King of Swords in reverse. All right, so the overall energy for the month is the Three of Wands in reverse. So that tells me that there's a lot of energy that's going to be picking up and moving. Now, the Three of Wands in the upright says, I'm patient. I can wait. I know what I need to do. In this case, it seems like things are kind of turning upside down. So where you may have felt like things were moving slowly and they weren't getting to the place that you wanted them to in the months prior, now all of a sudden in August, things start to pick up. Your energy starts to feel boosted. You feel like you can finally take things on. They just said, take on the world. So something's really shifted for you. It might have been something that happened at the full moon. We'll get into your energy and see. But I just feel like a very light and energetic type of, not just a mood, not just an energy, just an overall feeling of, I've got this. Okay, so in your current energy, we have the Three of Swords in reverse and the Two of Cups and then the Page of Cups. So immediately there is an energy that was around you. This feels like a relationship that could have been difficult. You could have been in a third-party situation. That comes up fairly often. Now, this person, again, could have been younger. Yes, the page typically is someone who is younger than you. It doesn't have to be. It could just be that their energy was. Now, it feels like because the Two of Cups is in the upright, there was some hope or kind of an idea that things might work out with this person. But I feel like now the energy is kind of pushing you in a place where you need to release this particular one. You could have already moved on and met somebody else and be in a completely different relationship. Sometimes these things will come up because someone new that we meet triggers something that had happened in a past relationship, which just tells you that that particular wound, if you will, is something that needs to be healed around relationships. This could also have to do with a family member. I'm feeling a sister energy, so this is not for everybody. But if there was a disagreement or a problem and you felt like there was, let's say, a parent that kept getting involved, this is healing that energy. So where people may have been acting a little bit immature or saying or doing things that were just reckless, this feels like trying to come together and see eye to eye and get over whatever that trouble was. It could just be a best friend that feels like a sister or a brother, if you will. So it doesn't matter what sex, or it's just energy. Okay, so we'll clarify that in just a moment. Now, in the near future, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse, the Four of Cups in reverse, and the Hierophant in reverse. For those of you who have moved past a marriage, some of that energy may still be lingering. The Hierophant in reverse is, to me, saying there's something that broke apart because it didn't bring you everything that you had expected. This person may have told you that they were going to be a certain way, and then they ended up something completely different. So, like I said, we don't want to spend too much time on past energies, but if they pop up, I feel it's necessary to let you know that that may still be lingering around you. So, that person obviously triggered some things for you, whether it be something from childhood or just something from a past relationship. If this was a friendship, that could be the same. They triggered things in you that weren't very comfortable, but this is primarily focused on a more serious relationship, something that was committed. So the Four of Cups in reverse, I actually really like. Even though it's upside down, to me that says, like I've said to you guys many times, you're not going to accept anything less than everything. The Knight of Wands is somebody that tends to pull back their energy. So you could have dealt with someone who didn't really connect on a deep level, and that might have triggered something for you around where you had some stuff in your past or in your family where people didn't connect on that level. So it does feel like this has come to an end, and you're putting that behind you, and you're restoring the idea of what you want and expect out of a love relationship. Okay, now what you don't see coming is the Eight of Wands, the Sun in reverse, and the Queen of Swords. So something is coming towards you, some kind of an energy that you don't expect. The Wands, especially the Eight of Wands, is all about movement. This is unexpected messages, unexpected interactions with people. Now, the Sun in reverse, you could be dealing with a Leo, a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. I've got Taurus energy, very strong Leo energy. Now, this could have been something that didn't make you very happy, and in the past you didn't have the ability to speak up about it. If this was, again, a partnership, if that person speaks or comes towards you, you may have something to say that you didn't in the past. So it feels like you held back a lot of the things that you wanted to say about how you felt and how it made you unhappy. This could also just be you're working through it very quickly, right? And that's important. You don't see that coming. So in August, you could be working through all of these things and just finally putting them behind you. Now, again, if this is a family member, this could be communication that you're not expecting, and you'll have an opportunity where you didn't speak up in the past to speak up about how you felt or what made you unhappy. If you're dealing with a work situation they're bringing up now, this too would be somebody pushes kind of your buttons, and it gets you to that place where you need to speak up where you haven't in the past. So it's a push from the universe to be very clear where you haven't spoken up before about the things that didn't make you happy. It's important that you let that energy out. Even if, you catch yourself feeling like, I need to be careful because my words can be a little sharp when I'm not thrilled. You may have needed enough time between the last time you spoke with this person to now in order to get to a place where you can have a conversation without cutting too deep, because all of us have that in us. When we're really angry, we want to cut somebody, deep because we're hurt. In this case, it's having held back that and now needing to express it. All right, so what Spirit wants you to focus on is getting your strength back. So if the last couple of months have been a little bit stressful and straining, and you feel like your energy is a bit lost, Spirit wants you to realize you've come to a place where you're not stuck anymore. So whether it's that you've gotten clarity about these relationships in your life, whatever it is, now that you've gone through those lessons or you've dealt with what you had to deal with, you are now in a place where you're not stuck, and you need to rebuild your strength so that you can move forward. Now, the King of Swords in reverse, again, there's always going to be people who show up in our lives that challenge us, and this might be one of those scenarios that you're dealing with right now. So you could have a work partner or someone that you deal with that isn't exactly someone who works with integrity, male or female, and that could be draining you as well. So Spirit wants you to focus on finding the strength again to move forward. If you have to move away from this energy, whoever it may be, if it's a parent even, someone who just seems to drain you. Spirit wants you to take the time to really think this through and move away from it, because anything that pulls at you is going to stop you, obviously, from getting things done that you need to get done. Okay, so let's clarify the Three of Swords with the Two of Cups. I do feel like this energy is somebody from the past. Something might have just popped into your head, a memory of some sort, and it just triggered you a little bit. Even if it's somebody that you work with that is also like a younger, more immature type of energy, they could have triggered something in you and it reminded you of a relationship of the past. Now we have the Five of Swords. So that is, it can be a little bit of drama. So I feel like this situation brought a lot of arguing and drama into your life that you just need to release. And if somebody's triggering it for you, then that means it needs to be let go of. So it's being brought to the surface so that you can release it. And then we have the Fool in reverse. This is not wanting to move too quickly, especially if anything brings that type of drama back into your life. The overall energy is the Ace of Swords. It just keeps you feeling like you can't move forward. So we want to release that. No more of the drama or the fighting or allowing things like that. This to me also says for some reason that you're feeling a little guarded. So you may not be ready to just take a full leap forward. Your energy could still be in a place where it needs to let these things surface so that you can move on. Now, I do sense that there is something new coming around, and that full energy in reverse just says you don't see that yet, and you're needing to work on your energy because something's coming in where you're gonna have to be ready for it. Okay, so let's clarify the Knight of Wands in reverse with the Four of Cups in reverse. I just heard there was a sneaky energy. You could be dealing with somebody like that at work as well, a higher up that has kind of a sneaky type of, they poke and prod is what I feel. Now we have the Queen of Swords here, which is great because that tells me that you're finding clarity around the situation. Maybe you didn't see it for what it was before, and now you're finding that clarity. And you're going to stay in your integrity. You're not, male or female, you're not going to let this situation get to you maybe in the way that something in the past did. Now the Two of Swords. So it feels like you've already made the decision about this. I like the energy. The Lovers is in reverse. So, like I said, it feels more like just a trigger where you had to make a decision. Like, this is not something I want to repeat. It feels familiar. I've made a choice to cut those types of things and people out of my life. I'm just going to keep pushing forward. Okay, so let's clarify the Eight of Wands with the Sun in reverse. All right, the Page of Swords. So you may have a brother or someone that's younger than you that comes back into your life and wants to have a conversation. This could be a message saying, hey, can we talk about where things went wrong? It could be anyone, but I'm feeling a lot of different, very sibling type of energy. And then we have the Ten of Cups. So it is around family. It could also be a partner that wants to come back in and try to find clarity. Your door could be slammed to that person. I understand that. But they want to rush in and explain where they understand that things went wrong. Again, the Page of Cups in reverse just tells me that there's an emotional immaturity about this energy. But they want to make things right. The Ten of Cups. They want to bring things back together into harmony. It's about finding happiness within our family circumstances, within even a work situation, or in an old partnership or friendship. That's what it really feels like. Okay. So let's clarify the Strength card in reverse, what Spirit wants you to focus on with the Eight of Swords in reverse. So we have the Two of Cups and the King of Cups in reverse, and then we have the Judgment card. So Spirit wants you to focus on something that brings you a feeling of, this person gets me. Now, you could be feeling like somebody's not emotionally available. That's that having a discussion, finding your strength to speak up because you're not stuck in that place where you might have bitten your tongue in the past. And if this person is the King of Cups and then the King of Swords, and you question whether this person has any integrity, it's just like they're emotionless in a sense. They may be wanting to try to reconcile, and you're just, nope, not going to, regardless of whether it's romantic or not. But it's like seeing what the other person, where they're coming from, and having an understanding of it instead of just saying, oh, that person's a jerk or something of that sort. When we're so angry and in the situation, we can't necessarily see it from a different perspective, right? All we see and feel is the hurt. And in this case, it's as if you're being asked to see it almost from a spiritual perspective. Understand that these people come into your life to help you, to push you forward, to trigger wounds so you can release them, and to help you balance out and have a way to release what hasn't worked, the lessons that you've learned, without the frustration and anger or allowing people to deplete you of your energy. And that's what a lot of these relationships do. So to me, it's almost as if you're seeing yourself through the other person's eyes and saying, I can just let this go without harboring any more resentment. Okay, so we're going to clear this and get into your person's energy, whoever's on your mind. So think about them for just a sec while I clear this. And we'll see what's going on for you and that particular person. This is for Scorpio for August. Please tell me about their person. All right. We've got the Page of Swords. So here we go. This is that person who wants to come in. You very well could have, somebody could have been named Mel or Melissa. You very well could have been married to this person, but it does feel like there was a breakdown in a relationship with someone who believes that the two of you are soulmates, the Knight of Wands and then the Two of Pentacles. The bottom of the deck is Strength in reverse, so this is definitely a draining energy. Now yours comes through as the Knight of Cups, the Justice card, the Eight of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. Like I said, that's what we were talking about. Something is draining, or it was just exhausting in general. Now, this person has quite a bit to say about how things broke down. So they want to let you know that they still have quite a bit of passion for you. Again, I know a lot of you don't want exes back. Even if this is just somebody you were dating and things kind of went quiet for a bit, I feel like there's some clarity. So the Four of Wands in reverse could just mean that that person wasn't ready to commit right away. So those are two different scenarios. If this is someone from your past, they're still very passionate about you, could very possibly reach out. I'm not the timing psychic specifically, especially for YouTube. I can do that in my private readings, but I don't like to because time is fluid. So if they're going to come back, it's when they get the courage. Right now they're going back and forth about whether they should do this or not. This is somebody who tends to play things out in their head before they speak up on it. So if you've just met this person, you just dated for a short period of time, I just heard 6 months, then they just weren't ready for a commitment at the time. But I feel like they want to come in and give you the clarity about how they were feeling. Like I said, it could also be someone who you had a very connected, in other words, long-term or marriage with. Now, your energy is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse with the Justice card, the Eight of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. This tells me right now that you're just kind of sitting still. In other words, I feel like you're going to allow something to come towards you. Justice is fairness, and that's what you want in a relationship. You've already left behind overly emotionally draining relationships. And you've come out the other end looking beautiful. You look great. You're feeling great. Not everybody is. Some of you, most of you, I sense, are at least feeling like you're ready to fire up your engines and move forward. So do I feel like you'd be open to it if this person comes at you with a balanced energy? You might be open to it. Right now, I see you kind of turned away, like come at me correct or don't come at me at all. All right, so let's get the romance angels, and then we'll see what the potential outcome is. This is for Scorpio. We have flirt, pay attention to the red flags, make the effort, and free yourself. And then we have deception. So if this is someone that you felt like obviously was deceitful, then I'm not going to say, you know, wait around for anybody. You could just be still feeling this energy and frustrated about what had happened within the relationship. Flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. If you're feeling them, you guys know me if you've watched me before, pay attention. Your intuition is everything. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take, and then free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. When they say that, I do think it's just taking back, in other words, your energy, putting up those boundaries in order to stop someone from being able to penetrate your aura and just suck the life out of you. So if you feel like you need to pay attention to it and this person comes back and you don't feel like it's good, obviously cut it off completely. Maybe you just don't want to deal with it at all, and you happen to just be here and it's confirmation that you're doing the right thing and you're freeing yourself. It's going to be different for each of you. Let's see what the potential outcome is. I just heard that there's still quite a bit of love for this person. So even if you don't want to be with them, I do sense that there's an emotional connection. So we have the Magician in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles. So the outcome is it'd be a lot of work to make this happen. So both people obviously would have to put a tremendous amount of work in. The Magician in reverse just says that it hasn't quite manifested yet, but could there be a new beginning, a stable new beginning, as long as two people agree about releasing the past, and if there were things that went wrong, having honest conversations. The Three of Pentacles in reverse tells me that things definitely already separated. Again, if this was a divorce and you happen to be talking to this person again, a lot of people don't, but some people do. The Knight of Pentacles says that things would move slow and steady. So it's not a bad outcome. If you choose to be open to it, it seems like things could move forward very steadily. And yes, it will take quite a bit of work to make that happen. Here's the Eight of Cups came up behind that, so I'm going to go ahead and show this to you guys. That's letting all the emotional things, releasing those. So if there was a lot of hurt there and you can overcome it, then yes, it would take a lot of work to overcome that in order to make things work. All right, so next is the Lover's Oracle. Let's get a couple of cards for you from the deck. That one feels right. It says passion, a magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. And then we have close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Okay, that was beautiful. Last but not least, we're going to get a few messages from Spirit, from the wisdom of the Oracle. This is for Scorpio. So we have time to go, orphaned, TikTok, and clean it up. And then we have yin. So there's a need for some balance in the masculine and feminine energies for this month. Time to go. You may feel like there's a lot of things that you just want to release in August, or you may have just done so around the full moon. 45 reduces to a 9. So there's some cycles. We talk about this a lot. There's always going to be cycles closing out in your life. You may just feel the need to get out of town. Now, orphaned, feeling left out. This is kind of like a Five of Pentacles, like feeling left out in the cold, done wrong. Also dealing with issues of abandonment. So there may be some of those issues. A lot of people have them. We all have come here to learn things about that. So TikTok is the next one. This is probably just wanting to get things moving. Like I said, they're going to be moving in August and you're just ready for that shift and change. Clean it up. Get rid of those old dusty things that don't work for you anymore. Clean up your energy. Do some more meditating, salt baths, whatever you need to do. I feel like August is going to be a good month for you. It's moving forward and freeing yourself from things that may have been holding you back. It's really beautiful energy. Thank you so much for being here, Scorpio. I hope you have a beautiful month. Thank you for all your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. Again, if you'd like a personal, that information is in the description box. And I will see you in the next video. Take care. Lots of love. Bye.